U.S. restricts sale of NVIDIA made for China chips in new rules. Hot damn. What's up, studs? Oh, man. Oh. All right. Hey, man, as they say, 2 beers in a bucket. Look it. What's going on, peoples? How did it? All right, let's get to work. We got things to do, things to see, people to do, as they say. Holy shit. Anybody see the news on this? Kush, is that right? Woo. U.S. Defense Department, AMD down, NVIDIA down. U.S. exempts most consumer semiconductors from export controls. U.S. restricts sale of NVIDIA made for China chips in the new rules. Oh, that's a no buenos. I mean, they won't actually go through with it, but still. Yeah, it looks like Tesla had some recall news too. I don't think that's probably anything much. 50,000 shares, low brake fluid. That's probably a nothing burger, but this NVIDIA thing might be something. Tesla's got earnings out tomorrow too, so I wouldn't anticipate, like, we're all idiots, world-class idiots, and we'll sit there and try to time it like it's going to go up some big run, but it's going to be choppy because the earnings are tomorrow, but we'll still try to break it out and break it down because we're gluttons for punishment. But we know that the earnings are tomorrow. And we know that it's probably going to have a little spike up at the open, a little spike down, and then kind of flatline. But we also know that we're going to sit there and watch every little tick and be like, okay, I think it's curling up. It's curling up. It's curling up. Yes. We know this because we have years of evidence of stupidity. And that's just what people do. And I myself am included in this at times. So let's do the Lord's work, people. We got a couple things coming out today in the morning. We got the retail sales, and they came in a little bit hot, right? What I mean by a little bit hot is when the retail sales look good. I think they came in at 0.7, and the expectation is like 0.2 or 0.3. So you end up with a little bit of this fluctuation. I thought the market actually made a really nice rebound yesterday overall. Even though it flatlined most of the day, it ended up about 1.5%. But if we take away this big fucking dump just now, right, it kind of looked like we were still holding up for a little bit of a run. And if you see here, like, we had been building a really nice range on the S&P 500, and it still is. Like, it's not necessarily like this thing is over, but overall we held after a couple days of a little bit of fugazis and stuff like that. We kind of started to hold, and now this kind of retail sales thing is going to be a slight thingamajiggy. Now, why people actually spending money is a bad thing, whoever knows. But one thing we know about the market is that bad news is good news. And good news is bad news. And the worst news tends to be the best news. that's the world we're living in. We don't know what else is going on, but we do know that bad news is good news and good news is bad news. Always remember that. I can't even count. This is like, now that we're getting an earnings season, like when I grade like the students' trades and stuff, I go and trade review, look at everybody's trade. I can't even count how many times I'll see like, oh, the earnings looked good, so I bought it, and then fucking stock trends down the whole day. It's like, well, this gives the good news and bad news. So let's get into this. We got 0.5% on S&P. Look, it always looks bad in the pre-market, but if you really think about it, we're just kind of coming back into, right, yesterday's, gap. We've got a little bit of a gap to fill, so we'll see how this acts when the market opens. I want you to really keep these lines drawn out. So I usually don't keep the pre-market data on most days, but if there's a significant event or if there's like some significant type of news out, then I do keep the pre-market data on because it's going to hold a little bit more weighting than, like, say, just like a regular right? Tuesday, where there's like nothing going on. So I want you to keep this pre-market data on for today. We've got a gap level that, we may have to suction into, and then we'll see, right? Do we kind of come back in and bottom out into kind of the low end of this range, of the wick from a couple of days ago, or, do we actually get bought up? I think the telltale sign today will be if the market ends up going red to green today, and this dip gets bought up, then we're probably getting a nice little year-end rally in absence of news. If it doesn't, and we kind of break through down over here, then that means that we've broken under the 50-day moving average for the second time. That usually means if it happens for the second time there, that's usually going to tell us that like this thing is, it's under, right? You may dip under for like momentarily for like 1 day or half a day. It was like half a day, right? And then we kind of came back. You come back through the second time, then you're coming back down into the bottom of the range. And then if that happens, really the 200-day moving average is, in sights. And that would put a lot of carnage into the markets, because if the QQQs pulls back into the 200-day moving, that means that every single stock is coming down about 20% from where it's at right now. And that's going to be nasty, right? Now, a lot of times people think, okay, well, the market's pulling back, we'll have a lot of fun with the shorts and this kind of thing. One thing we've learned in the last year and a half is when the market just kind of grinds lower, and it's not in like a COVID free-for-all or the beginning of a bear market free-for-all, and it just grinds lower, the trading is really, really tough. You don't get really clean moves everywhere. You get a lot of fugazis, a lot of hanging chads, a lot of double lutsies, these different types of trading setups that are basically all offshoots of fake outs. And so, if you want to have some easy trading, hope for a little bit of a red to green and maybe even a takeout of today's highs. If that doesn't happen, then of course, we're going to have to play what we play, and we do what we do, which is the do, right? So just got to be mindful of these things. These are the levels I want you to really keep around. So you got yesterday's low. Remember, there's like a little bit of a spike down there, and then we got this gap fill. I think these are going to be important. If these don't hold, then we're coming back down into 364. Then we'll kind of see what is up in the hood. All right, we'll see what's up in the hood. Let's get into this. One good thing about, anything that happens right now is that earnings season is already starting up. We've got earnings. We got a small group of earnings today, but I think we'll have a little bit starting tomorrow. We're going to have a few more. So mark up these levels. It's going to be important, and then we'll see what's up. Let's take a look at the gappers here. We'll go from the upside, then the downside. One thing to keep in mind, I don't like trading these things, but fucking small caps have been hot. Like they've been hot. Like, as traders, you should always be aware of themes that develop, and they are trading. So small cap trading, I don't like, but they are clean. Like they've been moving very clean. You saw like TPST yesterday. Every day there's some stock that's just moving up like hundreds of %, and they're doing it clean, like over the moving averages. Not too many wicks, all of this kind of stuff. If you're going to dive into the dark side, this is probably the time to do it. We are just in a small cap theme right now. And frankly, for some of you guys, you may want to look into it because it's not really that crazy right now. And a lot of the short sellers are all the dirty short sellers get smoked on these. So that's also nice, right? It's nice to punish the evil shorts, and that's what's happening right now. So you can come in and trade some of this stuff, but you don't have to, always be trading the same thing. You can add something like that. I'll watch it for you guys too. Why not? Agri. This is a 1-to-50 reverse split. That means it's like a 20-cent stock, huh? Man, I used to trade this thing when it first came out. This one's chart is not as good. If you got over the 90 EMA, you may see it squeeze. Not really much liquidity in it yet. Wyndham's, Wyndham Hotels Choice Hotels International raises offered to buy Wyndham Hotels to $90 a share. Hey, man, it's nice. It's like a good offer to me, you know? Old Choice Hotels here. You know, this may actually be in play, especially with the offer so much higher than, you know, the price right now. Not much liquidity yet, but let's watch that one. We'll see what's up. BTGN, big slut. UVAX starting to push. Chunk. Look at this. This is the SOXX, right? This is the short semiconductor ETF. Whew. Ooh, those pipes, baby. Oh, man. Right? Hot dang. Now, I think we're going to probably have to short some Sammys today. We saw, you're right, Armando, last year when this kind of news came out, these Sammys really dumped hard for a few days. NVIDIA was looking real nice, like it was making a nice run back into highs, but this will probably put a little bit of mustard on this. So you can see like AMD's not moving as much, but you're also taking out. So you had it. Let's look at this in logical manner. AMD has a little bit of what we call, right, a little head and shoulders over here. So we got a couple things going on here. So we got, when we look at this bad boy, right, we got a couple things that are happening. You can see, right, a little bit of head and shoulders here. And then we even had just recently, right, I will consider this like an inside day yesterday, right? So like you had this big dump here, and then it popped up. It had a really tight range yesterday, you know, just it was running maybe about $1. And now, so that's considered an inside day, right? And then from there, like we're starting to take out this, like that's going to be Gennard. So let's add this to the list here. I think this will probably be a little bit easier to trade than NVIDIA too. For those of you guys that probably, you know, trade some of these larger ones, NVIDIA, it's just harder to trade, frankly. Like they move the same. So if in percentage terms, like the percentage, a daily percentage of move on NVIDIA is 3%. This is right. If you're using a script, 13 ATR, 3%. AMD actually, the ATR percentage is 3.5%. So it actually moves quite a bit more than NVIDIA. But for some reason, we all get sucked in just because like maybe NVIDIA is just, I don't know, more people talk about it. So I think that's one of the reasons we trade it. But actually, this fucking thing moves more, and it's a lot easier to trade. NVIDIA got a lot of wicks, a lot of stress. I don't know why we love stress so much. And AMD, it moves in percentage terms. It moves a little bit more. So let's add this. We got inside day. We breaking down. Also breaking down the 50-day moving average. Shit, bros. Let's do that. For America, people, for America. AVGO, this one's really tough to trade. Palantir, shit. You go back through these. These are all inverse ETFs. Hey, by the way, this Nova, this is a solar company. This actually looks nice. For those of you guys that want like a little bit of a cheaper name, if the market can hold up, like this got a really nice chart. I saw a couple of the solars are really tight here. You can see this one too. If we need longs today, don't forget about these. See, you got this coil pattern on this run here. There's some buenos, right? SPWR is already dumping the pre-mark. I think this, I don't know what the news on this was, but it looked like it was getting hot here for a second. ENPH. This is also like nice trend on this bad boy. Keep an eye on all these solars. This one's also breaking over the 50-day moving average. So you have a confluence or maybe a congruence of different things happening. You got a little bit of a baby flag on the daily chart, but you also are starting to break and clear all these levels of moving averages. And if you look, you have zero. This is why this kind of pattern is so powerful. When you have a base breakout, so what a definition of base breakout is when you have a stock that's about 75% or more off its highs, and then it bases out for a period of time. When it bases out for a period of time, and then it starts to clear out those, beginning ranges. And so this is a very nice setup. Frankly, if the market was a little bit more, if it was less prone to all this up and down shakeout city that we're in right now, I would tell you that this is probably a swing trade that goes to 150 or the 200-day moving average. The market's not in that position right now to take a lot of swings, so I don't think it's like a good little swing trade kind of action. But we do got yourselves right. We got ourselves some nice things. Oh, what's this spot like? Keep an eye on this. I think we got this level right here. I would keep an alert at like about the red to green spot. I would put one alert, secondary alert at 128.40. All right. Keep an eye on those levels. You also, what you need to do if you take a trade like this is you need to see, right, this QQQ start to reverse. Do not try to do a flag pattern on something like an EMPH if this thing is in the death throes, right? If this is in the death throes and you're already filling this gosh damn gap, things get a lot more tricky, all right? Now this is the one I think we want to take down. It's barely down anything right now, but this is like ready. You can see here, if you kind of look at this bad boy, right? We've got ourselves this breakdown that's just setting up here. If we start to bust down these levels here, right? Like say you take down this gap over here, and then you start attacking this kind of levels here. We were shorting the shit out of this a couple days ago. Dude, like you got yourself a chance to get real nasty on this. If you look a longer term basis, let's go back a little bit, right? If you look at a longer term basis, like you got to break down setting up, right? And that's why the market is a little bit weird this year, because the Russell 2000 is your more broad-based, right, type of ETF. It's your more broad-based ETF, and it's nasty, right? There's not anything that goes with it. So you got to be super careful right now as you go through. We have no stocks that are really running away except, right, your Nvidia, Teslas, right, your, what do they call, Magnificent Sevens. Besides those, there's not really been any other stocks running. Yeah, like UPST ran for a couple months, but it came right back down. Carvana ran for a couple months, but it came right back down, right? So on and so forth. So, we haven't any sustained runs in any other stocks. If we get nasty, I think we come in and we take, I'd say we go 171 puts, probably put them out till tomorrow. I wouldn't do the 0 DTE unless you got really fast fingers, and then fucking shred. Fucking shred. We take these pigs down and show them what American justice looks like. All right. So remember this: if the market gets nasty, mark out this spot here. Right. We start to roll through. We can add. If we pop up here a little bit. Maybe pop up just a little bit. We gotta come into this. Watch for a red to green failure. That can be a starter position, and then you kind of play back to the downside. All right. That would actually be ideal. Give us a much, man, that would give us a much better location. Man, this is going to be fun today, guys. There's going to be a lot of volatility. The big issue is going to be how to handle the gap. A majority of students of mine that over the years, especially when they're new, have a lot of trouble handling large gaps in the market because you're faced with a decision. Do I chase today? Do I not chase? Do I wait for the bounce? But then if it bounces, am I supposed to long? Or do I short? Right? And so you're faced with a decision-making matrix that's a little bit different than when the market just goes straight up. When the market goes straight up, your decision-making matrix consists of, hey, if I chase, I'll probably make some money, but it's not ideal. If the market dips, I just buy it and everything goes back up, right? That's your decision-making matrix. It's very easy. Today, 0.85% gap down, you get faced with a whole different set of decisions. Do I chase it? Do I wait for an opening range, which still fails about 50% of the time, the opening range breakdowns? Or do I wait for a pop? But if it starts popping, is it going to go red to green or not? Right? So what we want to do is start to see if it starts to fail in its EMAs. Put your 9 EMA, your 20 EMA right on your intraday charts, on your 5-minute chart. If you start to fail there, you tap into, you get 1 candle, 2 candle, red candles at those EMAs, and you start to curl your way back down. You take your shot, you put your stop over it, and you know what? If it reverses, right? You get stopped out small, and then you can probably chase it back up for a red to green if you really have to, right? So that's going to be really tricky. For some of you guys that just think right now, you probably sit out the open unless you just have it in your mind that it's it's a donation. You can make donations. You can make those donations, but you just got to have that in your head. Like, I don't got the skills for this. This is for the big boys, right? This is for the people that rock out with their cocks out, right? And we're Indians, and so we're not even really able to show much, but we do it. Right, Vic? Old turtle bear. Vic's showing his old little turtle bear today. Not many of those left, right? But that's what we do that's what they do in Bangladesh. I got a lot of students over here today. Old Victor with the little turtle bear playing peekaboo. Let's see what we got on the downside. Oh, VMware. Shoot. For some reason, I thought this stock got bought out. Oh, BMW. I haven't traded this thing since it's $5-6. Let's see, man. Insider sales. That's it. Interesting. Yeah, we might be able to add this. Let's add it for now. Yeah, BMW, BNOX. Anybody see what the news was on SPWR? Anybody got that? I don't see anything. Now, old Lucid here. Old Lucid put out some numbers on cars and did like a little pre-earnings announcement. It's it's good. One of those things. It's still a little bit of a bloated pig, but probably long term they're just hoping somebody buys them out. It probably needs to be much cheaper than that. But let's see what we got. If you don't mind a little bit cheaper name, it doesn't have the craziest range. You're talking about maybe 30-40 cents a day. It's probably can move today. Yeah, Lucid announces Q3 production and delivery, sets date for third quarter 2023 results. You probably add this. You got a breakdown here. You don't mind a little bit cheaper name, and it's a little bit thick, right? But You could add that like for a little bit of short if you start taking down these levels. Last time I had that kind of this kind of news out, that actually did follow through that day. Soxil. Look at this VFS. This is the this is the Tesla of Vietnam. It's very nice. And what a pump, man. Who pumped this thing from here to here? I'd love to figure that part out. That's amazing. It takes skills too, because it's still like a multi-billion-dollar company. It takes skills to do that. Like go from here to here and then dump it. Okay, SPWR. Oh, it's a downgrade. Nation. Yeah, this one is like a little bit light lately. Not enough borrows. Look at this. We got no end in sight here. The algos will turn on at the open on this too, so got to be careful. We'll see how it reacts on the pop. It's used up its whole ATR. I bet NVIDIA probably puts out a PR within the first hour of the market too that says like, hey, we don't even really do much business over there. Who cares? Kind of thing. That's what they usually do, or they'll say like, hey, we don't really anticipate this to be anything. It's just like the verbiage, right? They'll probably come out and say something like that at some point too, and they'll spike it up momentarily. Then you see which way, it goes. But I wouldn't short this into the hole, that's for sure. Ooh, look at this Guggenheim. Oh, Guggenheim here. Oh, Guggenheim getting dusted. Don't know what this is. Now this is interesting, right? So this is like, it was hot yesterday. But like you have a level here. Basically from an inside day, you can consider it right an inside day here. You got a level here, 278, that if it takes it out, set an alert. If it takes it out, it can go. This thing has crazy good range. Let's think about it like this. So it's the same price as NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA moves 3% a day. Look at this bad boy, right? 5.82, so a double. It's got 16 ATR on the thing. Like it moves a buenos. That's Spanish for good. This is hot. If you start taking out this level, start watching the marination station. If it starts to base out around there, if it congeals just a little bit, then you're good to go, right? All right. Let's add that. Look at AMD getting dusted. Oh, man. All right, now pull up TLT. This is going to be important here, guys. Right, this TLT's got a bear flag setting up too. If this thing starts to take a shit, 84.30, give or take, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the markets. Frankly, it was down yesterday too. And that, that was a little bit weird because it's been kind of moving in congruence, the opposite of the market. It was not doing anything yesterday. It kept down and hung out. Now we're starting to take out this range. This can get really, really Gennard. You can get Gennard if it breaks on the 84.20. Hold on, I gotta fluff this coffee. Oh no.
That sound make you feel American? A little bit less than the other one. But it does. This is also Top Gun. Okay.
It's not as dramatic though.
No. Still good though.
All right, let's take a look at the whole VIX here. So yesterday down 10.2. You can see here, right? Starting to peek its head a little bit. Look at this 4.2. We got a little bit of volatility here, folks. A little bit of volatility. All right, let's kind of rejigger this list a little bit. We in the video, but only on a pop because look, 18 ATR toothed it up. It's gonna pop at least $6 or so. AMD's gonna be easier, right? They might not even have any exposure to China, but whatever. Sometimes, like when people are selling, they just sell together. SMCI, you had an inside day. Watch this 280, 278 zone. All right. You got this WH, that's kind of a B minus. You got Lucid here. All right. Now let's take a look. Tesla had a little bit of a recall on the 50,000 cars on the Model X. Model X, that's the ugly one or the semi-ugly one? Anybody remember? I forgot which one the Model X is. Is that the ugly one or the semi-ugly one? I think it's the ugly one. I forgot. We'll see. Somebody let me know now. Yeah, you got a level here too. You got to trade around this wick probably, but if it loses this 50 and this yesterday's lows, this is that. Yeah, we got levels here that we can draw out. That's going to be a lot easier. Let's add that. Yeah, Meta held up okay. Yes, it's a little bit more in between the range. We'll see how this works out. Whew. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm wondering about this Netflix. You know, it had a little bit of a dead cat bounce, but like obviously this is a big breakdown. So like any kind of pop into this, right? If we got a little bit of a squeeze, so let's say like 365 to 370 zone, like we could probably roll that thing over. We have buenos too. A couple things that we need to do, guys. Remember that if the market starts at the odds of it going red to green on such a big gap down is really small. It usually happens on like CPI days or jobs report days. This will be a little bit more tricky. The odds of going red to green, I would give it like, 10%, 20%, right? But you do have to be prepared, in case the market just wants a reverse. Everything looks like a short now. What you want to see is the first bounce. Does it fade off at the EMAs? Or does it rip through them? That'll give you the tell right there on what you need to do, right? The open is going to be tricky. Remember, it's a little bit of a guessing game. You got to see how the ranges start to develop. So don't step in front of stuff unless you're willing to make the donation. Does that make sense? All right, we got our spots here. What are we missing? Anybody got any tickers they want to go over? Here for you, Vic.
Yes.
For America, people. Today we do the Lord's work. Bitcoin did me dirty yesterday. I don't know if I can jump back in this thing.
Oh, it's on my short list today.
I had high hopes for this thing yesterday. Jump. I'd probably leave those alone. They just don't have the intraday range right now. If Fogo, you can do You can do futures trading. I wouldn't do the NQ. I'd probably do the MNQ. That's 1/10 of a futures contract. I think that'll probably be a little bit easier for you. Or you can just trade the options on the indexes, right? Like you can trade the options on the SPY, you know, the Qs. That'll give you a lot more juice and probably also manage your risk slightly better. The beeswax, baby.
Yeah.
Beeswax. There's a lot of things you can do with beeswax. Not just that. You can make wax stuff. Hey, man.
I was waiting for some really great explanation of stuff.
Fuck. Let's see what Apple's doing. Look at that. Remember, Apple put in Apple had a PR out yesterday, guys, that they're probably gonna miss their shipments too. In China, the shipments are gonna look low. So you gotta be careful with all that.
Video.
It ain't right. It ain't right. All right, let's do this, peoples. You know what we gotta do? Hey, Bogo, I would just do the options on the QQQ. They'll move a little bit easier for you.
I'm good at the moment. I may have more though. Thank you. It's clicking 100 miles a minute.
Oh boy.
He's ready. It's the anxiety.
Furious clicking. All right, let's stay out of the hole, guys. You know what we got to do.
I'm waiting though. It's 15 minutes anymore. I think so. I would say that, but yeah, who knows though? This could be like all fake. You could like just flush out to 432 and bounce, you know. It could be weird. It could get weird. But for you know, 430-ish, 430-ish area could could be a out spot for us. Who knows?
All right, let's do this, baby. Yeah, let everything bounce a little bit. To be free. Marshall CI popping. To be free. There we go. Not much of a bounce yet. You know we're gonna have to take these things down. Whoa, UPST making a move.
The same way that my daddy did. Stars in the sky. Eagle eye.
Hey, red to green, I'm flying, that's what I was looking for.
All right. Let everything pop, peoples. Just a tad. Watch the 250 mark on Tesla. It's kind of a mental area.
Hit it.
Oh, Nvidia's taking it down the bumper. There's Tesla under 250. I'm pumping. Holy Shiites, pun intended.
Wow. I know.
You in it, Vic?
Yeah.
I knew you'd be, you sneaky clicker.
What's your average? 20.
Nice, good job. SFCI taking down lows for the bros, peoples. That 277 is going to be big.
What did we say?
Good. Remember, guys, you don't have to chase anything into the hole at the open. There's time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time still. We got all day. Wait for the ranges to develop. Q's busting lows. Watch this IWM for a little bit of a reversal. Oh, good job, Vic. That is my son.
And if it takes up 48. Hit 48 good beat, that's already low. Yeah. Good job, good.
All right, Netflix is roll, green to red. Hey, Ryan, you got all day. It's a little bit early for those. EFS activists, talk activists engage. I don't think that's anything. Yeah, IWM is pushing through a little bit. You've seen some action in small caps. UPST's going red to green. Where do you go? Where do you go? Microsoft reversing. Yeah, wait it out, guys. We got a little time. AI's gone red to green. Yeah, CVNA starting to look a little bit more juicy. Good catch, Armando. Yes, ENPH is also for lighter. Yeah, watch that 128 on ENPH. And that'll give you the tell because IWM is green right now. CNP's got the nice daily chart here. EST taking it out. Now you got a little bit of a mixed bag. You got Tesla's weak. IWM's pushing hard. Oh, PST pushing. I think you got it now, Tesla. All right.
Yeah, I mean, when you get billed a little bit more, a little lower.
Tesla's busting through a little bit.
Oh my God, 13 cents.
MPLTR gone right to green. Guys, you got a little bit of run in small caps and mid caps here. Look at coins gone red to green. UPST did. AI went red to green. Chop gone red to green. CDNA is also. GLP trending down a little bit. Hey, nice snag on CDNA, Armando. $433 on shorts in NVIDIA. $433 on shorts in NVIDIA. Let's see, we ORB down here. 249, 248.80s. I'm short some Tesla. Yeah, we're busting down the level now. We got ORV 3 candles sideways. Guys that cover into every dollar. Remember, this is not really a holder's market. You take your dollar, take your dollar, take your dollar kind of thing. 431.62 covered a third NVIDIA. ENPH going, run just went red to green. You like a little cheaper name. Watch this 102.50 on A&D. $430.82 covered a third NVIDIA. Yeah, I always do the puts on them because the stock is too expensive. There we go. $429.50 covered some more. NVIDIA. There we go. Nice and clean. Yeah, I did the puts on them. I got the around a little bit under 6 on the 430s. 427.90s covered some more.
Nice, guys.
I cover half of Tesla, 248.05. Nice and clean, baby. Mr. Smith, what's up, baby? Good job, Vikram. Maybe. Danny, this is just day trading, man. You take a buck here, take a buck there. And if you it's never too late to jump in the market, but you always got to learn first. You whip out the simulator, practice a little bit. Where's my hat? Oh, no. Damn, well, your head is huge.
Hell yeah, please. I got a lot of hair.
You got a lot of hair, buddy. There we go. We got a little bit more juice. Come on, baby. Dice it, baby. Dice it. Oh, look at this fucking EMPH. Hot damn. That's called a mega penis candle. Ooh. Ooh. NPCs. There goes A and B. Guys, you want to be in the semis. Don't be fucking around with like meta and shit. You can do Netflix though, because Netflix is a turd. Fuck those guys. Need to be with you. Oh boy, A and D breaking down opening range, baby. Oh, I got the puts, baby. I got the puts on the NVIDIA. I'm up a double on the last lottos now. Sadly, those last lottos consisted like 4 contracts, but whatever. We do what we do, which is the do. Whoa. Oh, Vishnu. 247.30s, covered some more. Tesla, watch this Netflix here. And guys, careful, you're at a little bit of support in the market, right? You're into that low. Standing by the road, no umbrella, no coat. Yeah, you gotta kind of take it, hold under this range down here. Whoa! Whoa! All right, give me $1 more in this test so I can go to the beach like a man with my friends get tripped.
No.
Yeah, I think that's it for the NVIDIA because you got this little tail on this, and it's down 7%. Nice, $7,000, man. That's hot, buddy. Small cap still holding up. AI, CVNA, UPST. There's still some plays out here on the long side too. Look at UPSP taking on its range. AI. And even CVNA. CVNA's got the shittiest chart out of the group though. Good job, Matt. Not much of a bounce yet. You gut feeling IWM fades. Boy, hit 77. Nice through. Good job, buddy. Yeah, market's holding a little bit of support here. I got stuffed up flat on the last of Tesla. CVNA taking out some range. Nice, Armando. That's a good play.
Baywatch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Baywatch. It's the ultimate. Don't you worry. Business inventory is 0.4, expecting 0.3. Housing market aids for actual 40, expecting 44. Don't know what that means. Won't you feel? Yeah, AI pushing hard. All these small caps are still going. Iowa and Q, maybe red to green. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, coin 78. Right here. Yeah, the market's not doing shit yet. It's still not even over the VWAP. We just kind of came into the supports. You're getting all those bounces. You know, the big test will be like how it reacts around here. I'm not a believer yet.
Case market does reverse.
Say what?
That is strong.
Yeah.
Case market does reverse. I'm short some Netflix. I'm short some Netflix. Whoa, twinsies. At 359.60s. Nice.
And you go open range breakdown on this bad boy. We'll see what's up. It's notorious to wick people out and fuck with your head and your life, and you feel like a loser half the time when you trade it. But the one time you win, it feels great.
I think I've just taken a flat trade on CBNA, but I had 1100 at 34.81.
Well, that was a good entry, actually.
Yeah,
Not much you can do on that one.
nah, I thought I really had it too.
There we go. There we go. Do you like that? All coming back. There we go. Bust down, you mother bitches. And I missed you like that.
In the night, go show. Damn, we should have bought NVIDIA on this hammer candle. Holy, it's wild.
Big candle.
Yeah, I know. Mother suckers.
Long meta. Big meta? Yeah. Nice. Big candle. I chased it, but it doesn't work. I mean, Netflix isn't popping with that huge move, so if they can subject it at the double top, then Netflix should be short. You know, more. Yeah.
I need to take a loss.
That was worth the try. They go red to green, could have been another $1.
Yeah. Still might work, but I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Ooh, juicy.
Dips.
Guys, Marcus got a big reversal going here. I cover this Netflix flat here. Yeah, I lost like 10 cents. I want to get along. SU, let me look, Joe. Oh, yeah, nice catch. Small caps, guys, mid caps going, AI's pushing, UPST's got a spot. I'm long some IONQ. I'm long some IONQ.
Hmm.
We need some small mid cappies. Watch this meta here. Yeah, stop on NQ under 14. Tesla reversal. Watch this meta on the red to green. It'll probably the candle come out of nowhere. So you got to be basically ready to fucking pound the market order. SPWR going, Palantir going, run maybe.
Bring me back in. Bring me back in. Yeah, I am too.
Gotta stop it. Bottom scandal.
What's your average?
2080.
Yeah. Yeah, that both of us, yeah. Nah, I added a little bit more after 2110. Thought it would go right through. Yeah.
Look up AI's pooper today. I know. Samka. SC's taken up. It's inside day too. You had an inside day yesterday. Watch this 47.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. Because I'm in 400.
Get on. I believe about believing. We got top of the range on these two. Should have probably loaned Tesla back.
50-day reclaim. That's close.
That's the slowest rate ever. They already had to be for those. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice. sore.
Huh?
My body feels sore today.
The pizza messed you up?
Nah, I have no idea. I doubt it, but yeah.
That's what Albert's saying over here. Yeah.
Listen, man, Jets Pizza is best pizza in the world. I've been thinking about leaving. Junior, it's not really the day for meta though. Like it's a small cap day. Look at the IWM. And the Qs have like run right into resistance. Yesterday's gap fill spots, kind of in the weird spot. It'll probably rip after like a big candle down, and then a show go.
Like still weak.
LI big push. Man, SC's taking out that range, that 47. The numbers always shine your numbers.
Whoa. Do you own on?
Uh-uh.
Wow. Wow.
I'll be thinking about leaving.
PH.
EMPH going ham.
All right, now you got a small pull in the market, a couple of inside candles would really help.
Yeah, it really is.
Little town, American, real fast, ride,
Oh, keys and the way. Ah,
Women in gold. You want me to hit you up with a little Top Gun, Vic?
Let's do it.
Is that what you need to look alive? Roll and ride. For you, buddy. Getting into the second level of resistance now, that wick from yesterday when the market fake dumped. You doing over there, Albert?
I don't have anything right now. Try to get on the video, but I think it's still as a B-Rap.
Which one?
I said I tried to get on the video at 4:35, but I couldn't get through.
Oh. And I'm always market ordering. We're close here. Boom, 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 boom. Just gotta take out this range. We'll see what's up. The IWM is trending here. So we broke the ORB. We're flagging out here a little bit here. Watch this range on Tesla, kind of the 250, 150. I think we may need a slight pull before it goes. Hey guys, we're running your 4% breakout scans at this point. Like you'll start to see, right? Like there's a whole host of these kind of random stocks that are going. Listen about the right time. You're about an hour into the market. You want to run a 4% breakout scan up and down to see what else is trended. Yeah, I got 0.33. What can you do? I wish I got a little bit lower. Damn, Chris, you hitting this TPST or what? That 750 was hot. Now I hate trading small caps, but they've definitely been hot. Even this Tupperware looks like it's flagging out.
Pick up this OSTK 1780 level.
Which one?
OSTK.
I may check. Well, back in action. I was thinking it trades a little thin, but it has really good range. There was a PR out on OSTK, I think a couple days ago too. Somebody famous took like a 10% stake in it. Oh. There, you staying good? Yeah, CVNA looks okay. Just make sure you don't use a proper stop on it. You're gonna have to give it more room than you think. Man, you can go here, probably even better to be here. What you got, Vikram?
Nothing.
Nothing as in like no stocks, or nothing as just, or as in like just regrets. And nothing but regrets.
Man, it's a crazy wick on the video.
To be free. Yeah, market slowing down slightly here. You had a big bounce off the support. That 364 is like a rock. Oh, Meta pushing through.
I know.
And stars
Wanna
and
go back?
shine. Google pushing through.
That was not insane. I know.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not looking really short in NVIDIA because I think probably the first dip gets bought on it. Like the odds of it going back to lows is really small. The bounce is too powerful. No, I don't like CVNA personally. I was just bringing it up for there. Walk, AMD, big reversal. Shit, top balls. Love my wife and raise my kids. Yeah, I actually like the daily chart on UPST if it gets over 30 the next week or two.
AMD daily chart looks like an inverse head and shoulders now.
It does.
New highs in 2 months.
You got to pull back from 112. You get to down to 111. That's not so bad.
Oh, Meta.
Yeah, you gotta be careful here, guys, because you know, you had this big pop here. Now you're starting to consolidate, but you want to make sure you don't step too much in. Too, you don't want to step in front of everything. Let it play out. Let's see which way we start to break. This IONQ is looking good. Yeah, there was a tell at the open. You know, if you look at the open, like even though these semiconductors are dropping, right? Like all these more mid-cap names, they all ramp like the first candle, right? Like AI, EMPH, right? CBNA. So that's telling you there's a little bit of risk on the table in the market that people are still buying. When these things are going, that's like your telltale sign. Yeah, coin too, right? You see, like right off the bat, these things reverse. So that gives you kind of a good sign that, hey, there's some action underneath the hood of the market. Because a lot of times indexes will drop just because Apple dropped or right, Nvidia dropped. Oh, Allison, that's just right in the Discord room in the alerts channel. Walk away. Damn, that's an impressive hammer candle on Nvidia if it takes up this up range here.
Freaking insane.
I know.
But like, it's not like there's an easy way to buy it.
I have regrets today.
God, off the meta.
I know.
$2 for my initial spot. And it didn't even really go against me. I just didn't like impact money. But let's relax.
Yeah.
There we go. We're going red to green on IONQ.
$.
Coin looks hot for tomorrow.
I know that 80 spot. Oh, fucking meta.
Oh my god, meta.
Oh, it's gay.
I know that AI 90 MA bounce too is so hot. I didn't take it.
Dude, 18-point bounce in SMCI. Shit.
I know.
Yeah, and it's looking decent. Its earnings are out tomorrow, so you can't really hold it more than a little bit, but it's there.
That's going green.
No, it looks like it.
But obviously you can't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, JD, Google's looking decent. They're all reversing around the same kind of areas. I watched this 139.50. That's where it probably speeds up. Well, the wick on CVNA got boy, our run starting to go. Dun, 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 dun. And Netflix still getting dogged on. Careful, markets at the 50 MA.
Relative weakness on Netflix, pretty crazy.
WH.
Yeah.
Oh, Tesla making its way. AMD baby flag. Netflix looks like it's could take a shitter again. Relative weakness.
Yeah, I'm in the Netflix short.
Oh, you are, you sneaky man.
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed that. Vic, did you hear that call out?
I did not.
I must have missed that one.
Well, I didn't say I was in it, but I told you guys. This week.
Must have missed that one. Man, run's starting to go, folks. That is going.
Great train. Hips full.
Yeah, I think about it. Netflix is ridiculous. The video is finally the 20 in May.
You got a flat?
Yeah. Double top and 20 EMA on the video. You guys are interested in the short, market's extended.
I already started reading the below.
Mm-hmm. I haven't tried to reach short or anything on it yet.
SPWR going red to green. AMD breaking its flag.
Now, Netflix. Oh, it ended up. I got out flat and it ended up being. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap up the thing. We are going to Seaside.
Whoa, the pizza place.
No, no, no. Her parents are gone. I'm not doing that.
Is that the pizza buffet?
Yeah, the pizza buffet.
What seaside?
No, no. See, oh, I don't know what we're doing there. Kyle just really wants to go, but so we're all gonna go out there.
Yeah, that was my me and Kyle's hangout. We did the-
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
the farmers market. We did the farmers market control.
yeah.
When Kyle would bring all his beer.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get out there back then.
Oh, yeah. Vic, you want the beef?
Yeah. I was hungry the other day.
Yeah.
Get that. Walk this island too slow. Oh, Mark it stone out a little bit here. Careful. Man, we should have long this NVIDIA. Regrets. Regrets, people. Whoa, run, pushing. EMPH pushing, guys. There's some more plays out here. Flag on. SPWR. Fuck this. I think we add one more here. I'm adding some CVNA here. 35, 410. Okay, okay. Kind of testing. What'd you say shit about, buddy?
I don't know if you buy meta here or not.
Oh. Let's take a look. Yeah, whatever, it's early.
I know.
And I sold this Iowan Q. It's too slow. Been sitting in it for too long. 28 minute pull on the. Yeah, you gotta let it go red to green, but it's a little bit extended. What's up, Albert? Pretty well beat. Yeah. You don't hate the beef. Every time I've been making them for you, it had beef.
I never.
You don't eat them?
No,
Yeah, you've been eating the beef every day.
no, I haven't had no beef.
Oh,
No, I ain't.
Are you allergic or you don't like them?
I just don't.
Oh, you don't like them?
When I tried them, I didn't really like them.
No, that's what I like them.
Yeah, but I haven't had them in a long time, so maybe.
Oh, yeah. But probably one of those things like when you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'll try them.
you can't taste them in here. They're just there for the fiber. So you don't have to use thick shits.
I have that for yogurt, but I was told to get, I can never eat like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't eat.
like my parents would always.
Anything, I don't eat either.
Yeah.
Try it that reason. I don't know, I'll try them. But yeah, I think it's like you get to that thing where you just have this, it comes from you all, like, no, I don't eat that. And it's like, you just stick with it until like.
Feels weird if you eat it.
It's like Omar. He tells girls like, hey, so you got to do it oral. I think that.
First day.
Right.
It's like, by the way, this word there. He's like, I just throw it out, so it's no bad expectations. I'm like, I don't know, that's good.
Right. That's like super red flag.
Yeah, he's so weird. And then he even goes into this book. You know, what you get gonorrhea, well, you get cancer. You know what?
That's exactly his face.
Number one leading cause of cancer in men's mouth is from needles. And he starts going into like these medical facts. It takes her 25 years old. I don't even know what you're talking about. Brian, where you been lately? James, I think you let him do a dipsy did dunkaroo because like see how far it bounced already? Right, man. That's good. Works good. Yeah, Levi's amazing. What you got? Yeah, Meta dipped at least down and retested the breakout spot, and it got to 20 EMA, at
Yeah,
least by a couple pennies. Not bad, not bad.
ready for it.
It does. I don't understand why it does that, but I guess it's like different than Tesla. It's not like a cult stock, so you don't get as much volume.
Yes.
I think Meta's market cap is bigger than Tesla's. The Tesla just has like, it's the cult.
Yeah.
Like Meta's got 5 million shares traded, and Tesla's got 40 million. Oh, we doing this or what? Fuck it. We gotta try. Let's see if we clear 254, James. Oh, no. No, no, no. Yeah, you gotta dip to 20. I'm met up. Bum, 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 bum. That's to get rejected here. So you're in a sweet spot here. See this range that's developing on the cues? Well, let me get rid of all these lines. So what you can see here is, right, you got a little bit of a sweet spot. So you're getting held by the 50 EMA, and then you got a little bit of support on the downside. So you got to break over this now to kind of get a little bit more release in the market. Otherwise, it's going to be, right, things are just kind of flatlining here. Oh, I got Tesla long. I got Tesla long. Come on, baby. We're good people here. A 34.71, hard stop on CVNA. Right under these EMAs here. Oh, what a fucker. That ain't right. Okay, it's back. Want a little egg on your feet, Vic?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's mine, then you cannot see it.
Put Albert's in the corner. No matter. Okay, it's back, baby. You stay in, Vic?
What?
Tesla?
I didn't take it.
Oh, what were you doing old shit about?
I was trying to short it. And then I got stopped out. And then I was like, oh shit, when it came down. My idea was I can fail at the red to green. But I think you guys have it. Got anything, Albert? Like grind day. I think they're trending.
Yeah, but the plays are there.
Yeah.
All right, there we go, CDNA. Holy shit.
No. But if Tesla comes back. You gotta buy it.
Okay. Man, this CVN is a little slow.
So I got chopped up and stuff like this in the one.
Hold it. I know, James. I know, buddy. I feel you on that. Come on. We're good people here. We deserve this. Oh, Netflix, Blake's Netflix getting a little bit of trendy McGee. Yeah, I see was Inside Day yesterday.
I sold this Tesla. I sold it 253.89. The fucking thing is staggering a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably hit it if it pulls back a little bit bigger. And I think with the earnings out today too, like we got this big push, it may just be a little bit more difficult the rest of the day. Junk. I might just be stalling out here.
Yeah, running late.
Oh man, your Netflix is getting me going.
Yeah.
357. It's nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
something for the ladies.
Teenage kids so far from home. Was a lonely widow woman. Helping to make it on her own. You were 1,000 miles from home. We feel as far as I
Oh, go get it, Fogo. Go get it, Fogo. Well, Microsoft flagging out a little bit here too. I think the better play is try to find something a little bit more juicy. There was a difference in her laughter. All right, let me get my meats.
Vikram? Oh, you need some hot sauce, don't you, buddy?
Give me four.
Fork or spoon?
Come on, everybody eats these.
Albert with the no egg. Call you no egg, no beans, Albert.
Should I throw some in after that, or is there enough?
I throw in a little. I didn't know you were coming.
Yeah, I didn't know either. They're all running late and they ate now and all that stuff.
Albert? No egg, Albert? Okay. No egg, Albert over here.
I did it.
Of course they do.
Man. If anything would be for me. I'll have some of that.
Oh, meta.
Everything's going with half. 324.
Need a little.
Get your hot sauce, speaker. I should.
Oh.
Oh, it's good.
Right. Doesn't look like anything. Thing of being.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, NVIDIA, thrusting its flag.
My God.
Oh, what a different group. Yeah, Microsoft too, JD.
Maybe that's a sign it should be.
About to test the green.
A fucking Tesla.
It's either to the top of the range.
Dude, what heat? Did it unchill out there, buddy?
The weather?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I might take a light sleep just in case, but not expecting it to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's Seaside. It's the most magical place on earth.
Yeah.
Oh, Seaside.
Dancing in the dark.
How's that beef fit? Incredible.
What else is in this? Beef beans, what?
There's some dykes, man.
It looked like they were like Something like potatoes, I think. What? Those are onions.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, green pepper. Let me see. What are you throwing in yours?
Little modified citrus pack there.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't.
I saw this CVNA flat too.
I'm so bummed about that CP, I wish I would have sold on that spike.
What are you gonna do? You know?
That was still when it wasn't choppy yet, so I was like really believing it would go. Didn't really end up choppy till right after that.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, not bad, Watsy. A little thin for me, but I see what you're looking at. I forgot this thing used to be $40.
Julie's been making sourdough. Like actual sourdough, like dough. We've been like making like waffles and cookies and stuff out of it. Cause it's like fermented bread, right? So it's not quite as bad for you. Really good sometimes, but it's been really good. Actually have waffles again every once in a while.
Sorry, I never had waffles, right?
With sourdough? That's a good idea. We should try that.
Let's do the market recap while we're here, and it's a little bit slow. All right, so let's take a look at the market here. Let's do the market recap while we're here. So we did get a gap down on the market on the retail sales news, and then also
the news that the government was doing something with the chips, right? They were restricting chips to China. So we got a nice gap down, and then we actually did do an ORB. It only lasted for about 10 minutes, but we did do an ORB, and it took us right down into yesterday's support. And so, or 2 days ago support. So it's just like a double bottom type of setup here, which is actually very common. Like, you know, like you'll often come back into these supports when you gap down so big. The market at one point was down like 1.5%. So it was decent size, not only gap down, but also push at the open. And then, you know, we got a complete reversal, which is frankly the most bullish thing that could have happened, right? Let's take a look at the trades for in the morning. You know, these are very simple setups you guys can do, right off the bat. So I took NVIDIA short at 433 at the open. I was using a 2-minute chart here because when you have news out, like sometimes they're going to drop really fast. And so this is just a 2-minute ORB. So what you want to do here, and this is just a super simple setup for you guys, right? You know, as you gap down here and then you go sideways, right? So we're looking for a minimum 3 candles sideways move. You know, we have a level here like 433, you know, 14 or give or take, right? So this is expensive stock. So I want to do the kind of puts on them. So I'll take the puts on something like this and go in on the 430s. I always just do the next strike price for the most part. You know, I'll give it maybe a little bit extra because you can do either one. I ended up doing the 430s because it just makes more sense to do an even number in my head. So what happens is like as this is breaking 433, I'm buying the puts here, right, at 650, right? Would stop just under this EMAs and VWAP. So, you know, you're risking really just down to this candle right here. And then you're really off to the races, right? Then it's just a matter of scaling out. So these things are $5, they go all the way to $11. So even though it's an expensive stock, like you could still, right, make some good cheddars on this. And so you just want to scale out accordingly. So, you know, into this first spike down, like I'm scaling out half because this thing is already really extended and using its ATR. So then you can see even in the first spike, like as it pops down, like just like $1, right? You're already like up like 20%, 30% on these things. And so you want to just scale out accordingly. So, you know, I took out some at 430 and then I took some, 429 and I took some more out 427.90. So essentially we're just kind of scaling out every couple bucks or along the way here as it gets extended. Now you want to get out the rest of it. See this reversal candle? This should have been the tell for me. I'm a little bit lazy sometimes flipping them. So you got a hammer candle right here. So when it used up all its ATR and you get a hammer candle like this, you can actually reverse it to the long side for at least a trade to the VWAP and then see how it reacts. I should have done something like that. I was being a little bit too short-minded in terms of, you know, what I thought the market was going to do. But, you know, we just came back in double bottom. So I got to be a little bit careful sometimes. You know, you can get so locked in and thinking like short, and then, you know, like when you need to flip it long, right? So, you know, on something like this, like you had a clue on this hammer candle. But the other thing is, right, you know, the market itself pulled back into this support. And so you have 2 clues, right? And then the third thing is, you know, if you really look in, right, just like the strength of the way the market rebounded, you know, sometimes if the market's just bouncing like this, it usually becomes a re-short. But when you see a power candle like this, right, on the Qs, that's like a really telltale sign that there's a bounce coming. So just something kind of to be a little bit mindful of. You know, I was thinking way too short focused for short focus for a second. So now, you know, same type of deal. I did this ORB setup I also did on Tesla, right? And, you know, so you gap down here and it's just a 3 candle sideways setup. So when you take out 249, you could come in and short this, right? And it's the same thing. I just take the puts on something like this. So, you know, I do the 247s, right? And so like when this is breaking out, right, you're adding this and then, right, you're kind of selling into this. Now, I would say Tesla puts are really expensive just due to the fact that the earnings are coming out. There's just something to kind of be mindful of. So I forgot about that. So I didn't get as much juice in percentage terms as I wanted as it broke down here because these damn things are so expensive right now due to the earnings coming up. But still, like, this is a very simple setup over here. Now, the mistake, of course, is not reversing it when it breaks back over the VWAP and the Qs start to reverse. And there was a shot right here, 252 also, that I think would have been just fine, you know, and I ended up with a decent shred on this, but I think I still could have been way more aggressive, you know. The long side, you know, we completely kind of bungled up here. So, you know, like CVNA, I took the CVNA, but I think the market had already popped probably too much, so it's just ran out of juice here, right? And the same thing with kind of IONQ, like it's going, but you know, we added what 433. You know, it went a little bit, but I ended up selling it flat because it was just taking too damn long. And so, you know, I hate getting stuck in grinders midday. That's like where I lose a lot of my money. So just something to kind of be mindful. So we'll see what happens the rest of the day. I think, you know, if the market can pull back here into this range a little bit before it goes red to green, that'd be really good. But overall, this is a very bullish setup. You know, if we can stay under yesterday's range and kind of this range for the last couple of days, I think it just kind of close near the top. That would set up for something really explosive tomorrow. You can see the SPY already took out the range. And so there was a lot going on. Now let me just, in terms of clues, there was one other clue here, which was, you know, the IWM immediately reversed at the open. And, you know, sometimes like that's a measure of risk. So sometimes if that starts to take off like right away like that, it's telling you there's some, you know, buyers and more speculative names. And we started to see that in like AI and CVNA. You want to keep a basket of these kind of names, CVNA, AI, UPST. You know, I use this as like a risk basket. You know, when these things start to really push, then, you know, oftentimes you can get, it's a clue that there's risk on the table and that the market itself is, you know, acting accordingly. So just something to kind of be mindful of. I'm going to run around for a little bit and then, you know, we'll check back in later.